Hey guys, and welcome to Fez Airsoft, where today I'm going to do an unboxing and review of this Daybreak chronograph tracer from T238. T238 contacted me and said, we've got this new tracer out and it's a chrono as well. Do you want to have a go? I am not one to turn down that sort of opportunity. I love a good tracer and I quite like the stylings I have seen of this one. So the box itself then, we've got a clear picture on the front, sort of rendering of it, a little bit of branding, we've got a bit of a rainbow image on the side, we've got some carbon fibre indication, and we've got just a little bit of info, and that is it. It's shrink wrapped, it's come nice and clean, so I'm just going to pop this open and let's get into this. Get that out of the way. So that's just a slide sleeve. Just check which way it's coming out, because it came out that way. So that's just a slide on sleeve, get that out of the way. We've got some foam on top. We've got a little product manual, some little stickers as well. I do like a little set of stickers. So we've got our product manual, so it's Tracer Unit Chronograph version Daybreak, not in English. Hopefully. There we go, it starts again. I'm hoping this is in English. Yeah, so Daybreak, so it talks through the main features, so you can change if you want it. There we go, so it talks you through the menu system, of the options, using the little navigation menu. There's some adapters which I'll talk about in there, turning it on, manual shutdown, obviously setting everything up. So, you know, fairly comprehensive set of features. I am looking forward to getting this tried. So let's have a look what else is in here. So we've got a little baggie in there. So that's got a couple of little screws and an Allen key in there, or hex head. We've got a little tiny USB-A to USB-C charging cable in there. We have got some adapters. Let me just check what those adapters are. So we've got a 19mm to 16mm and 19mm to 14mm. So the 14mm one is specifically the one that we're going to need from obviously an airsoft point of view, but you've got things there for gel blaster options as well. So that's got a little bit of a, we're going to say hefty, it's not the right word. There is a little bit of substance to that. Now, that's quite nice. That's quite a nice carbon fibre look there. So we've got on the side, it's engraved into the carbon fibre, T238 Tracer Unit Chrono version Daybreak. We've got a tiny little 1-inch screen on the top there. We've got 4 navigation buttons. We've got just the carbon fibre on that side. We've got a charging port there where the BB is coming out at the end. Just a nice little bit of look. It is very quite modern. So what we're going to do is I will sort of do it further, is the adapter then that we need for the airsoft adapter. It's just literally going to slide into this, and then we're going to just mount the screws in to keep that in place secure, so that we know that it's going to keep everything where we want it to be. We'll talk about that shortly. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and get it charged up, and then we'll come back, we'll show the adapter, we'll get it fitted, we'll get it used, I'll show you the different settings, and we'll compare it to my Chrono as well that I usually unbox with. So I am very much looking forward to getting this. I am loving the styling of it as well, and I'm liking the metal body down the middle with the carbon fibre on the outside as well. So let's get this charged up. I'll be back in a second. So I've had it uncharged for a little while, just to show you that inside the red LEDs will come on to indicate that it is charging, and when it goes off, that's it, it's fully charged. I'm just going to disconnect this cable. So make sure that you close up. It is sort of a shaped sort of rubber tape under there, so I'm just going to position that in properly, and it should go in and seat nicely. Might be easier. It's actually easier to pull it off. A little bit fiddly on the rubber. Oh, there we go. So it sat in perfectly there. I'll click back in. So this is where our BBs are going to feed in this end and out the other end, and so we're going to need to use the bracket, which we'll discuss in a second. But to turn it on, we're just going to press the middle button there, and it powers on. And we've got a tiny little screen there. So right now we've got meters per second, rounds per second, joules, and joules per centimetre squared. So we're just going to go across, and that would show us a history of 99 shots. Go back, and I can go round to options, and that way I quite like the smooth transition. It's quite nice, that little screen. So here we can turn our settings on and on. Chrono, we're going to click it in the middle there to turn it on or off. I'm going to go down, tracer, on or off. RGB, if I click on that, I can choose, this is really nice, rainbow. Dynamic. Red. Yellow. Green. Cyan. Blue. Pink. White. And off. And no flash at all. And then just click the middle button on the center to make that option. We've then got our diameter, so obviously we are using 6mm BB, so I've left it at 6. Now the tracer weight, this is particularly for, obviously these two settings are for the Chrono, it's a 0.25 gram BB, so I'm going to be leaving it at that, although I will change it down to, in fact, do you know what, I'm going to change it to 2. So I'm literally just using the left and right arrows. It's so easy to interact with. Display auto off after, you can set a number of seconds. Always on, 5 seconds, leave that as it is. And then we've got a power off after 20 minutes. And then we've got units as well. I can change it to meters, to FPS. I'm going to leave it at FPS because that's what we're used to. And I'm going to go back to the start again. So really nice and configurable. So to get this on to the front of something then, I've got my double eagle ETR 47 or EK47, which is probably the most futuristic looking piece of kit I've got. So I'm going to just undo the muzzle brake there, get that out of the way. Now the two brackets we looked at earlier, one is literally just an open collar bracket. There is no threading in there whatsoever, so we don't need that one. The other one, however, is threaded on the inside. So that is the one I'm looking for. Now don't forget, this is a negative thread. So I'm just looking for the starting point. There we go. So that's going on. Now what I would generally advise is put this thread adapter on first, then put the trace unit on, and obviously we're going to line it up as best we can to be square, and then we'll sink 2 little screws using the Allen key into this now. So obviously make sure you secure that collar on first as to where you want it positioning, and then screw down. So I actually think that looks awesome. Just to show you the overall look, I think that looks pretty spectacular in terms of sort of like the futuristic cut of this, plus that on the front with the sort of lighter grey, the carbon fibre on the side. I actually think it really suits the look and feel of it. It looks spectacular like that. So I'm going to go and get some footage of this firing through, showing the different firing modes in terms of the lights and things like that, and then I'm going to fire through that. And then the best way I can seem to think to do is if I fire through this, and which then feeds it through my Chrono to compare the results. I can't really think of a better way. Yes, there is a distance there, so it will have slowed down between there to hitting my Chrono. That distance, I can't see there being much of a difference, so it should at least be enough. that's reporting 286. If I go for the history, 290, 288, 289, 293, 290, 289, and then if I press the button I get max 293, minimum 286, average 290. On this one I get max 294, minimum 286, screen's gone off, average 290. I've got 290.2 and that's got 290.3. I'm pretty sure that is absolutely conclusive that those are spot on accurate to each other. So we're just going to reset them, power off, power this off, and then I'm going to do a quick full auto burst. We've got just enough rounds in to do a full auto burst. The ends lined up. Here we've got full auto burst. Chrono has got 14.4. This has got 14.5. Absolutely spot on. I am really happy with the accuracy of that. Okay, so I'm back from all of the shooting tests. Not gonna lie, T238 asked me to be honest, and I really love it. It's, you know, as we've proven there, it's very accurate in terms of the FPSs that it's recording, the rate of fires that it's recording. You know, I cannot fault it, and that's going against my 8,000, which I trust implicitly. You know, throwing the stylings, the ease. I'm not going to lie, the how easy that is. You know how smooth all the settings are in terms of turning the things on and off. Is really nice. You know that you can just have it on as a tracer, or just on as a chrono, or just on any of these options is absolutely fantastic. Depending on where you're from, you may also be into gel ball as well. Is it called gel ball? Pretty sure that's right. I'm losing my mind this evening. You know, the fact that it can be adapted and fit to that as well. With 3 different brackets, so you've got the 19mm to 14mm, 19mm to I think it was 16mm, and then it's 19mm in there. That's really easy to set up, really easy to set up, and it took seconds. The stylings of it are absolutely fantastic. I just think the futuristic look of it, you know, with something like this, Chris Vector would look absolutely awesome with that on the front there. The styling's just phenomenal. You know, the battery life is sort of, I think it's around 30,000 shots that they predict to get through it. It does work for Airsoft, Gel Blaster and Foam Dart as well. That is interesting. So if you are doing Foam Dart stuff, you know, you can get in there and set that kind of, use that to illuminate. I didn't even know that glow in the dark Foam Darts were a thing. That has blown my mind as well. You know, low battery setting in there. What a fantastic little piece of kit. Most things now are USB-C chargeable, so that, you know, the fact that that's compatible as well is pretty fantastic. So fully tightened down. The threads are a little bit off, so I'll just wind it now. That I'm not gonna lie, I like silliness like that. I really love silliness like that. It might not be your thing, but that looks absolutely awesome with that. It is. I have pretty much doubled the length of that pistol there with that, but I know that I can have all the rainbow fun I want now with my tracer rounds pinging through that. It is absolutely spectacular. It's certainly much more at home on a rifle. And the controls are so fabulously easy. It's not waterproof, so you do need to consider that if you are going to be going and playing outdoors, and it is going to get a little bit wet whilst you're out there. Please do remove this because you don't want to sort of lose its usage. A fantastic little piece of kit. So overall, I cannot fault the T238 Daybreak. Fantastic looks. I quite like the size of it, the functionality. I had, as you probably heard in the Rainbow Stroke Dynamic little bit there, the laugh came out. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. So thank you so much for T238 to send me this out, to try this out. Really enjoyed myself. I love a tracer. I love a rainbow tracer even more. And a chrono tracer really makes me happy. I'm so impressed. So remember to like, comment and subscribe. I'll leave all the usual links down below that you need to go and check this out. And I will see you next time. Bye.